What's up, YouTube land? The Word Collector here. Today we're taking a look at this DX Twin Breaker from Kamen Rider Build, the main weapon associated with the Sklash Driver. Sklash Driver. So, you have to take a look at the box, unfortunately, because it's just standard procedure. I've filmed friggin' how many of these videos in a row? I forget. Shit! I forget. Well, okay, 3. But it's still rapid fire videos is kinda, I still feel like I have to say ignore the air conditioner, but ignore the air conditioner. So here it's in each of its modes. I believe it's a beam mode and an attack mode, which looks just like a giant middle finger, which is maybe a reason why I bought this toy. You have Kamen Rider Grease in the background, Dragon Cross Charge in the foreground, things and stuff, and I can't read, and it's like quite a big box. You got, well, it's a thick box. Excuse me. I 2018'd all over the camera. You got Grease, Dragon Cross Charge there. You got them wearing the actual props, so not the toy, or at least Cross Charge is wearing it. On the top you see somebody's hand actually wearing it. And you see another picture. Oh, I forgot the QR code again. I'm slipping. There you go. You get a nice clean shot right there. And on the bottom, you got me pulling up my background, my backdrop. But you got a nice shot of it in both modes right there. So, well, there are batteries in it, but yeah, I'm just going to get open and we'll take a look. So here's the Twin Breaker open up. It's a very simple toy, but it's also a satisfying toy. Here you got a look at the top. You got a little handle-esque thing right here where the real handle is right there. The button's right down there. I'll just actually turn it off. You got this. You got these bits, which do that. This still looks like a middle finger, but it also looks like a bronze orange screw. I don't know. It gives me a very Kamen Rider double kind of feel of like a handmade machine kind of feel. You know, like a not polished, but considering Sento is a genius, he calls himself a genius. I don't know. You got the ports back here for the full bottles. It is actually sized where I can fit my hand through and it's not too uncomfortable. Like I can get a grip on it, and it feels like it's designed for a left hand to hit the button, because all the sound effects come from this button. And as we saw, these bits are supposedly the beams. Like there's a bit of red there. Blue, it matches the color scheme of the Sklash Driver pretty well. There's red here. I guess this can almost be the translucent yellow, just not that exact same shade, but and the deep blue, the navy blue, the light blue, and the gray do match up pretty well, even with the striping. So yeah, fits pretty well. Turn it on. You get Twin Breaker. Alright, let's hear some sounds for beam mode. You get one sound effect that you can rapid fire. And that's it for beam mode. It's a nice blasting sound effect, I guess. Let's go to attack mode. So just to pull these back. Attack mode, you can see some more detail down there. And you kind of get like a saw sound. Not the movie's like a saw blade. Because I guess he's hitting them with it. I don't know. You get a little more detail to make it look like a screw. But it's just like, screw you! Let's go back to beam mode. Which, I believe this thing here is on, like, the spring it's on, there's a button back here that when you push it in, it hits the button to activate beam mode, and when you press it out, see, I can do that. So the other function is final attacks. So you've got single and you've got twin for both modes. So we're going to go through them one at a time. Single finish. Oh, and these white buttons are the release mechanism for the bottles. So that's single. Twin finish. Let me do that again. I hit the special. Oh, I hit the special one. I didn't even realize you could do that, but if you put in something that fills up both slots, like the Cross Dragon, or probably the Magma, or the Sparkling, the Rabbit Tank Sparkling, that's the sound effect you'll get. So let's do the proper twin. There's also some detail on these, a little bit of ridging texture there. So we got twin finish, and we got let's finish. Now let's do the attack mode. There are no lights to this toy, which is kind of a shame. You got single finish. Or twin, you got single break and twin break. And let's do the ready, go! Yeah, I like the fact that you can disrupt it, but that as soon as it's ready to go, like, it doesn't act like anything happened. Like, I don't know if I worded that properly. But yeah, that's all the attacks you get. Just so I can show you, this does not have a reader in it. It will not read a full bottle. It will not read a Slosh Jelly. So if I put the crocodile in, nothing happens. Nothing different. If I put in a Slosh Jelly, it's very awkward but nothing changes. If I put in a generic full bottle, and this, nothing happens. So yeah, that's very unfortunate, but it's a cheap weapon toy. It's not, you know, it does as much as it can, and oddly, it feels kind of satisfying holding this in my hand like this and it's a decent accompaniment for the squash driver if you want to cosplay, I guess is my best choice. It has more functionality than I actually anticipated, you know. Like, because a lot of toys like the Build Sword, or whatever it's called, I forget, is very generic, like one sound. Like the, I'm trying to think of other weapons. I can't remember his gun. His hawk gatling weapon has like, well, okay, it has 10 sounds, but they're almost exactly the same, just the amount of shots you fire. But for this, it's just a simple sidearm weapon. It has more sounds than you anticipate. Like it has a single, a twin, and a ready, like 3 different finishers for each mode. I'm not sure how different the sounds are, but you still got 6 finisher attacks, along with the mode change, which is kind of fun, and the whole having like a knuckle weapon that you can just switch like that is actually a cool concept. So, this is actually gets a recommendation for me. If you have the squash driver and you want to complete the look, maybe you've built the costume yourself and you want to wear it to a con, and you want to hit their weapon, I recommend it. But I can also see why it'd be an easy skip for some people, considering it comes with no full balls on its own. But that's it for this. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Until next time, keep it funky.